What's up? Yo, yo, yo. Wick, mama. What's going on? No. We're here. We're here. I know. I'm a little bit late. It's a rough morning, dude. I couldn't get my butt out of bed this morning, man. Look at my eyes. Look at these eyes. I'm asleep, but I'm awake, but I'm asleep. I didn't fall back asleep. I'm just not totally awake. What's up, guys? Sorry. I'm sorry, man. I know. I'm hurting, dude. I'm hurting this morning. Moving slow, dude. I couldn't get out of bed. You know what it is? It's the weather, dude. It's been raining for like 2 days straight, and it makes me just want to like sleep forever. I love it, dude. It makes me move so slow too. I've always been like that. The rainy weather and everything. I'm sorry, guys. It scared me. Yeah, I'm moving slow, guys. I'm sorry. Good morning. How are you? I'm here. It's just late. I'm just late. I'm late. What's up, guys? Good morning. How are you? I made it. Barely, I guess, but I made it. That's what matters. What's up? Day 27. Is that right? Day 27. Dude, we got quite a fight ahead of us this morning in Witcher as well. It's gonna be brutal. Apex sweats wore me out. Dude, I was actually like having some dreams about playing Apex, dude. I had a lot of fun last night. Dude. It was absolutely what I needed, dude. It was what I needed in my gamer life right now, no doubt. It was a lot of fun, dude. I had a blast, and I'm gonna keep playing for a while. Apex it's scratching that itch I needed, dude. I needed it scratched, and Apex is it's that scratcher, dude. It's that scratcher. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm digging it right now. I'm digging it. It's not like I'm not gonna play it like 24/7 or anything, but I'll see what I can do about trying to hop in some maybe evening streams with you, Wick, and the other guys, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. See what we can get into. Yeah, and probably play it on the weekends a little bit and stuff. Still play a little bit of Gwent. Why can't I swear on Twitch anymore? What do you mean? I mean, there's an amount of it that is moderated in this channel for sure. Just because of what this community is built to be around, which is just trying to make people feel welcome and it, comfortable and everything, and a wide range of people and their circumstances within which they watch the channel and stuff. So there's actually I mean, you should be able to see that in the channel rules and everything as well. So it's really just about profane language and stuff. Yeah, that's really what it's about. I mean, this is that it? That's basically TL. That's the gist of why. Uh, so if you're interested as to why I curtail an amount of profanity in the channel, profane language and stuff, that's why. That's why. You guys ready for some gaming news? Let's get in it. See what we got. That's a lie. That's such a lie. You're so full of it, dude. That's the thing that people need to understand is even, I mean, we type the way we talk, right? And like swearing doesn't bother me. It's just a matter of trying to build the community the right way. And that's what it's about for me is I think the more real nasty, profane stuff that you allow to ingrain itself into your community, the more potential there is for toxic stuff to kind of happen and be a part of what your community does moving forward. And that's not what I want. I don't want this to be a toxic place. And I also want to make it a very a place that is welcoming and inviting and to make as many people feel comfortable as possible, you know. So it doesn't bother me. And quite often you'll see people type the way they talk. So there'll be certain words that come through that I don't necessarily want to be part of chat, and I'll just delete it. And I don't say anything about it. I don't get bent about it or anything like that. So it's not a big deal. It's just trying to make sure the community is built up the right way. Tekken 8 teased at Evo. Okay. Rollback netcode announcements made for multiple fighting games at Evo. If you don't know what rollback netcode is, it is a big component of what serves for multiplayer online environments. So if there's bad netcode, you get a lot of lag. It doesn't feel good, especially in a fighting game. So let's see what's going on there. And we'll look at this teaser too. Wick, how are you feeling? And Mama, how are you feeling as well? Wick's getting over being sick. I think Mama's just now getting sick. Feels bad, dude. You guys been hanging out or what? Wick, you get Mama sick? You know what? Hold on. Let's do that. Huh? Did you get Mama sick, dude? You're good? Good. And Gamer, how are you this morning, dude? Gotta go to the bathroom though? Alright, be careful, dude. Don't fall in. wait. Well, what's funny is you can still use the command. You know what I mean? You can still use the command and that'll come up. But if you actually want to play it, you've got to use the channel points. DBZ, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and Samurai Showdown are getting what? Let's see what that is. You're driving? All right. New Xbox Game Pass rumor has disappointing news for what? Let's see what's going on there. Yo, if you have $1,200 to throw around, you can get a 3090 Ti. New Fatal Fury game announced at Evo. Take a look. Future game show. When was this happening? Thought it was like the 14th or the 24th. Yeah, it's the day. Yeah. Okay. I'm actually gonna bookmark that. Unfortunately, that's like the day I'm leaving. Look at that abs, dude. Holy crap. I used to have abs. Check out the game you sent me. No, I haven't had a chance yet, dude. Well, by the time I got done gaming with you guys last night, it was like shut stuff down, get ready for sleepies, dude. Started shutting everything down. I haven't had a chance yet, but I did see you sent me the link, so thanks, man. I will check it out. But I might just check it out at the end of the news segment today. Yeah, thanks. We just played a few more matches. Yeah, we just played a few more matches, and then we called it. It didn't take me. I mean, not that I'm like feeling real locked in at this point or anything, but it didn't take me near as long as I thought it would to start getting comfortable with the game again. Considering I hadn't played Apex and I never played it all that much anyways, but considering the fact that I hadn't played it in like probably over 2 years, something like that, it didn't feel too bad hopping back in there. Yeah, it's cool. I remember enjoying it when I played it before too. I think the big thing for me now that makes it a lot more fun is that I've got you guys to play with too. You know, whereas before it was just like hopping in with randos all the time, and that starts getting old. You know, um, just always jumping in with random people. That got old kind of quick. But having you guys to jump in there with and play that makes things better. Having friendos to play with, man, that's a big deal. For me, it is, anyways. Explore a mysterious exoplanet in new video game. Kind of like randos. Um, it depends, man. I've met a lot of really cool people just randomly. Uh, but there's a lot of just idiots too. So for the comms, yeah, yeah. Well, I think that's the thing is like that's all I ever had to play with before. You know, really was just randos all the time. You know, and I think having those times where you can at least hop in with friends from time to time and play keeps it fun for me. And like it is. Well, that's why you play with me, dude. That's why you hang out here, dude. The Dungeons and Dragons movie trailer has Neverwinter Nights Easter egg in it. Apparently, I'm not gonna watch that trailer in the news segment, but if you guys are interested, I'll throw you the link anyways. Hmm. We'll read about it. It's fine. That's cool. We'll read about it. And I would say that there's a difference between fun idiots and just um belligerent stupid game ruining idiots. You know what I mean? I think there's a difference there, because I like to think of myself as a fun idiot. You know? All right, man. Well, I hope work goes well. I do hope you're feeling better. You need to just oh, okay, cool. Yeah, sounds good, dude. You need to just get a TV put up in there and just put me up on Twitch, dude, all day long. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. That's the main reason why I keep most of the profanity out of the channel, man. All right, dude. All right. All right, dude. Yo, I hope work goes well. You keep those smoothie makers in line, dude. PUBG Studio creates website for game with Darth Maul. What? We'll see what's going on there. New South Park game may be inspired by classic FPS. See what's going on. I think that last statement by you, Wick, was where I go, okay, well, I probably won't see you in chat for a while then. Yeah? Oh, Mamselle, what were you doing? Were you sweating it out in Apex till 4:30 a.m.? Or were you just tossing and turning in bed? Dude, it's another rainy day here. That was, dude, I couldn't get my butt out of bed this morning because it's like really nice and stormy, and I got the stream started late. It was terrible. I mean, it was awesome because it's it sucks because I can't get my butt out of bed whenever it's storming like this. But man, I love to just sleep, man. Love to just sleep. Lady of the night. Oh, Wick, dude. Couldn't fall asleep. Right on. Mamzelle, it's good to see you. I'm sorry you're tired. How's your shoulder feeling? Top 5 upcoming Nintendo and Steam games releasing in 2022. Take a look. We probably heard about most of them, but we'll take a quick look. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 reveals multiplayer beta. Wick, we're gonna end up sweating it out in this, dude. Now that I'm playing FPS games, are we sweating it out in some Modern Warfare? Shoulder is shot. Crap. Is that one of the reasons you didn't sleep well? Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I mean, we already kind of knew what the game's coming out for. It says new edition for August. The big titles for August were Tony Hawk 1 and 2 and Yakuza Like a Dragon. Oh, they're getting Little Nightmares as well. That's it, right there. So PlayStation Plus is getting Little Nightmares as well. Oh, and Ghost Recon Wildlands. But yo, Ghost Recon Wildlands is having issues from Ubisoft servers. Ubisoft servers. We read that yesterday. So yeah, I don't know. And your dreams, Wick. All right. Yeah, we already kind of knew that. We didn't know that Ghost Recon Wildlands was coming to PS Plus. It's already on Game Pass, but it's coming to PS Plus. But the deal is, Ubisoft is having issues for its multiplayer servers. So I don't know. Ubisoft is just full of issues. I don't know what's going on with that place. CDPR celebrates turning 20 next week. See what they're planning. Okay, let's see with that. Let's see what we got. Starting out with CDPR celebrating turning 20 next week, discounting all its games. Cyberpunk 2077 and The Witcher Studio CD Projekt Red is commemorating 2 decades of being in game development with a treat for fans next week. Go there. The name CD Projekt Red is one that carries weight in the gaming industry, or rather, it did at one point. Yeah. As the studio behind the phenomenally beloved The Witcher series, the company's reputation has sadly dipped since releasing Cyberpunk 2077 at the end of 2020, which has gone down as one of the most disastrous video game launches in recent history. That aside, the developer is still going strong, and to celebrate the fact that it's been in business since 2002, CDPR offering discounts for its catalog of games. In recent post on Steam, CDPR has said that starting next week, all of its games will be up for sale at reduced prices to commemorate being in business for 20 years. While technically the company was founded in '94, it began life as a way of importing PC games into Poland, which didn't have a prominent gaming scene back then. It wasn't until 2002 that founders Owinski and Kaczynski set up a development department with a team looking to do an adaptation of Sapkowski's fantasy books, which would become 2007's The Witcher. And this series that gave CDPR its reputation over the years, with Cyberpunk being a departure from the antics of Geralt of Rivia, the studio recently announced the new Witcher game. The new Witcher game was in the works, though there's no release window yet. The new entry in the saga will also represent something a little different for the company, as it's being developed in Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, we knew that. Whether this is to distance itself from the barrage of bugs that were left in Cyberpunk can only be speculated. Not only in Cyberpunk, dude, Witcher 3 has a ton of bugs. Witcher 3 has a ton of bugs in it. Despite CDPR's reputation falling over the last couple of years, the developer still seems keen to move forward, returning to the series that helped earn all the initial kudos. It's entirely possible that Cyberpunk will be a blight on the Polish studio for some time, but progress has been made in the open world sci-fi RPG, and many consider the game to be in a more playable state these days. This is what sucks. Upon release, it was basically considered trash, kind of playable on PC, literally unplayable on console, right? Now, many consider the game to be in a more playable state, and CDPR has actually come out and said that they are basically scaling down doing things on the game now. As the creative minds behind The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, one of the most celebrated open world games in history, up there with the likes of Skyrim, CDPR has the potential to undo some of the damage that its most recent outing has left in its wake. Whether a new entry in the Witcher franchise will restore people's faith cannot be said at this stage, but in the meantime, fans can at least enjoy the discounted games on offer from next week. Yeah, okay. So, if you're interested in CDPR games, uh, then coming next week, potentially a lot of sales going on with their titles. Okay, PUBG Studio creates website for fantasy game with Darth Maul designer. Krafton is adapting the Korean fantasy novel series The Bird That Drinks Tears. Dude, that is a yoked up rooster. Good night. PUBG Battlegrounds developer Crafton has revealed a website with extra details on its new game based on the Korean fantasy novel series The Bird That Drinks Tears by Lee Yong-do. Officially being referred to as an unannounced project for now, PUBG developer Crafton has started that the game is in its very early stages. After announcing it last year, Crafton is aiming to bring the world of the novel to life by adapting its unique and refreshing fantasy races, beautiful haunting landscapes, and gripping probably should be immersive, immerse and poignant stories to I guess immerse might work to the video game format. Who am I? I mean, what do I know? You know, English. Ian McCaig, a veteran artist, has been working on concept art for the game for 2 years, according to the placeholder website. McCaig is the game's design director. PUBG is still in beta? Is it really? It's never going to be out of beta then. That's just the way that's going to work. It's a beta forever game. That's funny though. I didn't know that. I tried out PUBG a long time ago. I had a little bit of fun with it. I didn't play very long, but whenever PUBG really hit the height of its, I was like, dude, I gotta try this out. So I hopped in there for a little bit. I didn't know it was still in beta though. That's insane. Um, Best known for his work on the Star Wars movies as well as Harry Potter and the Avengers, McCaig is credited with designing the appearance of both Padme Amidala and Darth Maul. The artist expressed his excitement about working on the project, saying that The Bird That Drinks Tears is an epic on par with The Lord of the Rings and Dune. He further revealed that he had to put personal projects aside to work on the design for the game, and he only did so because he feels the adaptation will be incredibly special. Crafton has shared a gallery of the game's concept art, calling it a visual inspiration gallery. These pictures showcase some of the races that exist within the world of The Bird That Drinks Tears. The novel series itself was originally published in 2003 and is one of the rare examples of Korean fantasy. Due to its length, it was published in 4 different volumes. A sequel to the novel was published in 2005 entitled The Bird That Drinks Blood. PUBG developer Crafton is currently looking to hire staff to flesh out the game's development team, a sure sign the game is very early in its development cycle. Huh. Check it out. At Crafton, our passion is telling thrilling and meaningful stories through the art of video games, from the personal and unique stories of the battlegrounds to rich fantasy worlds to the dark and gritty horrors of space. We want to create worlds that push the boundaries of creativity and immersion. While still early, we're excited to officially announce our next big adventure, a whole new experience based on the best-selling Korean fantasy masterpiece, The Bird That Drinks Tears by Yongdu Lee. This ambitious project aims to bring the original fantasy universe of The Bird That Drinks Tears to life through its unique and refreshing fantasy races, beautiful haunting landscapes, and gripping immersive and poignant stories. Yeah, that was supposed to be immersive. We hope to welcome acclaimed global talents to join us on this incredible journey. Cool, man. Neat. If you guys are interested in either one of these, let me throw these in chat for you, okay? So, Mamzelle, are you going to work today, or are you just gonna take a day to rest? Shoulders killing you? Didn't sleep well? Sounds like you might need to rest up, my friend. New South Park game may be inspired by classic FPS franchise. South Park is one of the most iconic animated sitcoms of all time, but when it comes to video game adaptations, it's a mixed bag of success. I recall playing 1999 South Park on my PlayStation, and the first person shooter left a lot to be desired. Obsidian Entertainment South Park, The Stick of Truth, is heaps of fun. There's even a magical fart attack that what's not to love. Then South Park's next title looks set to be inspired by an equally iconic franchise. Gotta go. That feels bad. Sorry. Well, there was the Stick of Truth, and then the Fractured But Whole. Right? Uh, that was the second one. Question Games are currently working on a brand new South Park inspired game. They've been keeping a closed lid on exactly what material they plan to adapt. We already know that Question Games was founded by ex-Bioshock developers, but it looks like their experiences on the FPS franchise could influence the latest South Park title. As pointed out by Game Rant, Bioshock ensured its narrative, characters, and level designs all went hand in hand. And they argue that this approach to development could influence the new South Park title. Game Rant added that every one of Bioshock's animations and skill abilities supported the game's themes. I feel like Infinite was a bit disconnected. Well, Bioshock 1 and 2 were very well done like that, yeah. No feature was simply there for the sake of it. They went on to say that South Park offers a fleshed out world created by its foul mouthed children, so it should give the developers plenty of material to work with when it comes to creating a cohesive narrative and gameplay. Of course, South Park is unlikely to employ Bioshock's dark tone, but you can see how the developers might utilize what they've learned from the franchise. Okay, so we got a new South Park game in the works. Nice. Traditionally, South Park games have been very well received. So something to look forward to there. Uh, Top 5 upcoming Nintendo and Steam games releasing in August 2022. Let's see what we got. This year has seen some of the best video game releases so far with games like Horizon Zero Dawn and Elden Ring. Players also get their hands on Nintendo games like Kirby and the Forgotten Land and awaited titles like Xenoblade 3. Since July was a bit slow in releases, here's some games that players should look out for in August. Notably, these games can be played on Switch, Xbox X and S, PlayStation 4 and 5, and PC. 2 Point Campus on August 9th, so tomorrow. The spiritual successor of the critically acclaimed 2 Point Hospital. It's a sim management and base building game with the main purpose of building a university with different and unique students, items, and classes. Arcade Paradise on August 11th. We read about this already. Arcade Paradise is a blend of arcade-style gaming and first-person management. In the game, the player plays as a laundromat owner, but with a twist. As a business owner, the player has to manage their day-to-day business as well as grow it in order to start a new arcade game center. This actually seems pretty cool. Cult of the Lambs. I really want to play this. Cult of the Lambs is a roguelike action-adventure game. In the game, the player is saved by an ominous stranger, plays as a possessed lamb. Thus, the player has to repay their debts to the stranger by any means possible. This game looks really cool. It looks very dark, ominous, and like funny and kind of cute at the same time. Looks really, really neat. Is this? I think this is Devolver, right? Yeah, it's being published by Devolver. That it definitely. This is right up Devolver's alley. Like you watch the trailer for this game and you're like, this definitely looks like a Devolver game. Cursed Golf. Cursed to Golf is a golf-inspired adventure game. In the game, the players are tasked to play golf after death to escape the golf purgatory. Notably, in the game, every shot matters as the shot management system keeps track of how the player is performing. And Tinykin. Tinykin is an action-adventure game that follows the story of Milo, who arrives to Earth from space and finds that he is too small. The game is based in 1991 and follows his story of finding what happened to humans by getting help from his minion-like alien friends, Tinykin. So that's basically some notable games coming out through the end of this month. Okay, guys, keep an eye out. Take a look. If any of those sounded interesting, okay, I guess I should have. Here, let me do this. I'll throw that in chat for you guys. There you go. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 reveals multiplayer beta dates. Activision and developer Infinity Ward have today officially announced the multiplayer beta dates for this fall's release of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. In a general sense, we already knew that a multiplayer beta would be taking place for MW2 prior to its launch in October. However, what wasn't yet known in an official capacity was when this trial period for the multiplayer component of the game would be happening. Luckily, we now have some official dates to circle on the calendar. To coincide with Call of Duty League Championship 2022, Activision today announced that the multiplayer beta for Modern Warfare 2 will be taking place next month. As expected, those on PlayStation platforms will get to play the beta first, starting on September 16th when it goes live via early access. for those that have pre-ordered. From September 18th through the 20th, the beta will be open to anyone on PlayStation consoles. The following week on September 22nd, early access will then start off for those on all platforms and will go until the 23rd. That same week, from September 24th until the 26th, the open beta will begin and will be live across PlayStation, Xbox, and PC for everyone. While we now have beta dates for Call of Duty Mw2 multiplayer component, we still haven't seen this game. What we still haven't seen is this game mode in action. Fortunately, Activision has also announced today it will be holding an event next month on September 15th that it's calling Call of Duty Next. At this time, we'll get our first official look at the multiplayer mode from Modern Warfare 2 before it then becomes playable on the following day. While we've waited a bit longer than normal to see multiplayer from this year's Call of Duty title, we now know that more information is coming around the corner. As a whole, Call of Duty Mw2 is set to release later this year on October 28th. When it does release, it'll be playable on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X and One, and PC. Excuse me. So no S? Is that correct? Explore a mysterious exoplanet in new video game Earth's Shadow. Descend into an atmospheric alien landscape in search of priceless cosmic relics. Sci-fi dungeon crawler. What is this releasing on? It doesn't even say. Uh, I'm trying to just see up front if this is like a mobile title or actually uh, Steam, dude. Okay. Take a look at this real quick. Um, we'll watch the trailer. Let's read first. We'll watch the trailer. Space exploration has never looked so terrifying. While we all wait the interminably long wait until we can get our paws on Bethesda Starfield, I'm not. Are people really hyped about Starfield? Is that a thing? We've got a phenomenal way to divert your attention with an eerie sci-fi video game from WRF Studios that suffers an unsettling descent into an atmospheric alien landscape. Earth's Shadow is a third-person action dungeon crawler steeped in hardcore science fiction goodness that, after nearly 2 years of development, was just released in early access and is now available for sale on Steam. I missed that. Said right here. With a sweet 10% launch discount. The intriguing storyline takes place in the year 3081 on the mysterious exoplanet of Sombra, a deep space destination where the lore and legends of priceless cosmic relics have surrounded the ominous black world for eons. These valuable artifacts call to the greediest, bravest explorers and treasure hunters seeking a better future, who all end up stumbling upon a far more disturbing past. Don't. It's fine. You don't need to go to work today. See? I took care of it. After crash landing on the tiny dwarf planet, a cyborg cargo ship pilot named Alexei Rue explores the dreaded surface of Sombra, looking for the rumored riches he heard so much about for so long. As a traditional looter shooter, we love looter shooters, man. Earth's Shadow amps up the open world experience and delivers up some jaw-dropping imagery and crumbling ruins. Nightmarish forests, demonic creatures, cyclopean spider robots, and lethal parasites that all want to dismember and devour you as you plod on through the creepy darkness with a variety of futuristic weapons hell-bent on extermination. Well, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. You know? Yo, look at this. Created and distributed by the California-based indie game laboratory WRF Studios. They are also the developers of Vampirum and Bloodlust Vampire RPG for Windows, among many others. Their visionary efforts here on Earth's Shadow are extremely impressive for such a small outfit. We wish WRF founder William R. H. There's no H. William R. Fisher good fortune in all his sci-fi gaming endeavors moving forward. Now available to play on Steam. Let's actually look this up on Steam. I'll throw this in chat for you guys. But let's watch this on Steam real quick. Earth's Shadow. Wow. That's not going to work. There's even a demo, guys. There's a demo for this as well. Let's check this out. Invisible enemies. I hate invisible enemies so much. Earth's Shadow, huh? There is a demo, guys. It's already got some positive reviews. 82% of the 17 user reviews are positive. It does have a demo, which is awesome. I love that companies are doing demos again. Random loot. Iframes from a dash. Mama, what's up? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can relate. I've been there. This actually looks kind of cool. If this looks interesting, I would say try the demo out. See what you think. It's literally just $13.50 on Steam as well right now. So it looks kind of cool, man. Indie developer. Nice. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. That's pretty cool. We love indie developers. Yeah, I mean that's an issue right there. Or either because it's expected of you, or you feel like you can't miss work because of the significant amount of catching up that will result from you missing work. That sucks, and it shouldn't be that way. You know what I mean? In a corporation that's actually set up the right way to take care of its people, you accrue a certain amount of leave. You accrue that leave for a reason, right? So you can take time off when you need to take time off, and they have systems in place, other people in place to help take that workload if you need to take time off, right? Rather than making you feel like you can't take time off, even though you should be able to, and it feels bad. Yeah, Mama. Yep. Okay, Mamzelle. Yeah, take it easy, my friend. I hope your day goes well. I know you're feeling rough, so I'm sorry. This looks like a pretty cool game. Love the sci-fi horror aspect of it. It's pretty neat. I actually, I want to wish list that actually. Let's go back. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That looks really neat. Looks really neat. All right. So Dungeons and Dragons movie trailer has Neverwinter Nights Easter egg. D&D movie trailer has a nice callback to the popular Neverwinter Nights video game series. Last month, Paramount Pictures unveiled the first trailer to D&D Honor Among Thieves, a new blockbuster fantasy film starring Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, is that Regine Page? I might have butchered that. I'm sorry. And Hugh Grant, dude. The movie is set in the Forgotten Realms, the iconic campaign setting home to hundreds of D&D adventures, movies, and video games. Not much of a surprise there are a few callbacks to the past D&D stories, including the popular Neverwinter Nights video game series developed by BioWare and Obsidian. Several scenes in the D&D Honor Among Thieves trailer take place in or around a large arena inside the city of Neverwinter. Outside of the arena are two statues, one of which shows Nasher Alagondor, the ruler of Neverwinter at the time of the Neverwinter Nights campaign. Statue looks almost identical to Alagondor's appearance in the video games and includes the bow he wielded during his days as an adventurer. The statue also features the distinctive Neverwinter Nights logo, which is worn by many characters in the game series. You can check out the statue below. Nice. The official description for D&D Honor Among Thieves reads, a charming thief and a band of unlikely adventurers to undertake an epic heist to retrieve a lost relic. Things go dangerously awry when they run afoul of the wrong people. Honor Among Thieves brings the rich world, excuse me, and playful spirit of the legendary role-playing game to the big screen in a hilarious and action-packed adventure. Movie is set to release on March 3rd of 2023, so end of Q1 of next year. I haven't even seen a trailer for it yet, so. And I wouldn't want to watch it in the news segment or anything either for copyright reasons, you know. But it's got a lot of famous people in it, and hopefully they do it justice for fans of D&D and just that world and everything. Hopefully it's done very well. Rollback netcode announcements made for multiple fighting games at EVO. I know for a fact that fans and especially competitive gamers within the world of Street Fighter have been calling for much better netcode from Capcom for a long time. So let's see what we get here. EVO, the year's biggest fighting games event, went down over the weekend, and in terms of new and perhaps the biggest announcement was that not one but two games will be getting rollback netcode improvements over the next 12 months. Don't know what that means or why it's important, I got you. So in online multiplayer games, a big part of allowing everyone to play together is the way the game registers everyone's actions at the same time. When a person in Canada is playing someone in Germany, they'll both be pressing buttons in their own homes. The game needs to pick those up those inputs, apply them to the game, and have them play out in a way that makes the whole thing look as seamless as though they were playing with or against each other in the same room. Right. Different games and different genres handle this differently depending on how important speed and accuracy is to the player's experience. One type of input recognition that is especially important to anyone playing a fighting game where every frame and millisecond can mean the difference between victory and defeat is called rollback netcode. Rollback netcode doesn't rely on waiting for everyone's input before registering actions. Instead, it lets both players press their buttons see the action play out instantly without lag or delay, as though they were playing offline, and in the downtime between that and the opponent's action arriving, the game basically guesses what was going to happen next. If it guessed right, the game continues with nobody noticing, and if it was wrong, it checks down to play out the action that the other player actually made, with which sometimes involves a little teleporting. Yeah. The very helpful video below explains how rollback netcode works and how in fighting games its speed and accuracy make it so superior to the more traditional input delay. Okay, let's see. That is 4 minutes of explaining rollback netcode. I'll let you watch it. Okay, here you go. If you want a more in-depth look at what rollback netcode is, watch the video embedded in this Kotaku article that I just posted in chat, okay? Okay, so now that we're up to speed, you're going to understand why such a seemingly minor announcement is actually a huge deal for fighting game fans, why these two announcements have made at EVO went down so well with fans. First up, producer Tomoko Hiroki took the stage to announce that upcoming versions of Dragon Ball FighterZ on PS5 and Xbox Series XS will be getting rollback netcode, as will the PC version, though on the latter, players will get the option whether to use rollback netcode, which will carry a slightly steeper system requirement, or stick with input delay. Doesn't look like the upgrade will be coming to the PS4, Xbox One, or Switch versions of the game, though the last-gen PlayStation and Xbox versions will have an upgrade paths made available to anyone who upgrades to the newer systems. As for when this is actually coming, it doesn't sound like it will be soon, with the announcement saying it will take some time until the system is implemented. But we sincerely hope you will enjoy it as soon as possible. More information will be released at a later date. Please wait for further details. The 2019 reboot of Samurai Showdown got the same announcement, with SNK teaming up with Code Mystics, creators of the vid above, to implement the upgrade. It'll be coming to the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Series XS versions of the game. No Switch, and is planned for spring of 2023. All right. Well, those are good announcements for fans of those fighting games, for sure. Teaser shown at EVO suggests Tekken 8 may be on the way. An incredibly brief teaser shown during EVO 2022 hinted at a new Tekken game. During the Fighting Game Championship, a clip showed the infamous Kazuya ending of the original Tekken, in which he gets revenge on his father, Heihachi, by dropping him off a cliff. Instead of ending when the camera zooms in on his smile, there's a blur of static and his face is replaced by an older, scarred version of Kazuya with the red eye he gained in Tekken 4. Get ready, it says. A video less than 30 seconds long isn't much to go on, but rumors of both a remake of the original Tekken and a new sequel have been circulating for a while. Given that the teaser shows an older version of Kazuya, it's fair to assume Bandai Namco aren't hinting at a remake. That's pretty good.
Steve! 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 Steve!
Tekken 8 appeared in last year's Nvidia Leak, in which a web developer found a database of games in Nvidia's GeForce Now client, including some that had yet to be announced. Guess we've got another one to add to the list of confirmed games from that leak, alongside GTA The Trilogy, PC ports of God of War and Final Fantasy VII Remake, Street Fighter 6, and all the rest. Tekken Bloodline, an anime-styled adaptation of the series, which seems to be mainly based on the plot of Tekken 3, is being released on Netflix this month. It'll follow Jin Kazama, Kazuya's son, training with his grandfather Heihachi as he seeks revenge against the ancient demon ogre. It's due on August 18th. Dude, so like 10 days, a week and a half. Cool. Hope it's good. All right, we just read about the rollback netcode for both these games, so I'm not going to dive into that. Let's keep moving. New Xbox Game Pass rumor has disappointing news for subscribers. A new rumor associated with Xbox Game Pass has some disappointing news for subscribers. Over the course of the past year or so, Microsoft has made a larger effort with Game Pass to bring notable third-party titles to the service on the first day of their release. Some of these games have included MLB The Show 22, Rainbow Six Quarantine, and Outriders, to name a few. And while it seems likely that Microsoft will continue to add new titles to Xbox Game Pass in this manner, sounds like we should not expect any more day one releases from third-party publishers for the remainder of 2022. According to insider Nick Baker, Microsoft currently doesn't seem to have any other third-party titles lined up to come to Xbox Game Pass on day one through the final months of 2022. Baker stressed that he wasn't absolutely certain that this is the case, but explained during the most recent episode of the Xbox Era podcast that he doesn't think high-profile third-party titles such as Hogwarts Legacy, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Gotham Knights, or others will land on Game Pass the same day in which they arrive for all platforms. Assuming that this rumor is true, it would make Xbox's lineup in the back half of 2022 quite dismal. Not only would Xbox Game Pass not be getting any notable third-party titles that are releasing this fall, but Microsoft's first-party lineup is also quite weak at the moment as well. While 2023 looks stronger for Xbox with games like Starfield, Redfall, and Forza Motorsport all slated to release, could be a weak end to the year for Game Pass. Worth stressing that all of this is just a rumor at the moment, so take what has been expressed by Baker with a grain of salt. Even if Microsoft doesn't land any major third-party releases in the back half of the year, stands to reason that Game Pass will still get some more notable titles in the coming months, even if they happen to be a bit old. Yeah? All right. Last article I have for the morning. If you guys have anything to add, please let me know, okay? And I will address whatever you might have for our news segment for today before we move on to day 27 of The Witcher, okay? New Fatal Fury game announced at EVO 22. This year's EVO Championship Series took place in Las Vegas over the weekend. And amongst the gaming tournaments, interviews, exhibitions, and more, publisher SNK released a short video announcing a brand new Fatal Fury game. The clip, which is just 30 seconds long, shows a single piece of artwork which appears to feature a fresh and refined version of Rock Howard, the main protagonist of Garou, Mark of the Wolves. Garou was the last main Fatal Fury... Nightmaker! What's up, dude? Was the last main Fatal Fury game released, meaning it's been over 20 years since the characters have appeared in their own series. They've still been cropping up elsewhere, from brawling in Super Smash Bros. To dating in King of Fighters for girls. Take a look real quick. Random mode time, guys. Oh, look at that, dude. I got cap prize. Sick. Nightmaker, I don't know if you didn't catch that entire article or not. It didn't say that Game Pass didn't have titles coming. It said that it didn't have day one titles coming. Playing Sims 4, creating a load of neighbors. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Cool. It's good to see you, buddy. So it wasn't saying that Game Pass wasn't having titles come. More titles coming. It just said it didn't necessarily have very many more, like, day one release titles coming for the rest of the year, potentially. The announcement doesn't give much else away, unfortunately, as the artwork was the only detail revealed. While publisher SNK remains tight-lipped, it's anyone's guess as to when we can expect the new Fatal Fury installment. In a tweet posted by SNK, the publisher said, "Legends never die. After more than 20 years, Fatal Fury Garou is coming back. Finally, the long-awaited sequel has been greenlit." One significant hit dropped by the publisher, though, is the zoomed-in signature of Aki Sino, also known as Tonko, an illustrator who has been with SNK for over 25 years and has worked as an artist on King of Fighters, Metal Slug, and Samurai Showdown, amongst others. Her most recognized role, and the one most relevant to this announcement, is her work on 99's Garou. Sinnoh's return will likely be good news for fans, as it also suggests SNK will stick with the series' original style. Cool. Knight, how are you? There's been some new updates to The Sims, yeah? How are you enjoying the new updates? Are they good? Yeah, I meant later this year. That's what they were talking about. That's all I got, guys. That's all I got for the news. Thanks for being here, being part of the news, as always. Yeah, I mean, we hit Night. We hit on all the titles that are coming to Game Pass and PS Plus quite often in the news segment. So as those titles get announced as they're coming for each upcoming month and everything, we hit on those quite often. Yeah. I'm gonna look it up, Wick, after I close out the news segment, dude. Yep. Thanks, man. I had planned on it, but thanks for reminding me. So thanks for being part of the news. We're gonna move on to The Witcher. Devea, what's up, my friend? I don't know. If you're enjoying the content, you're viewing this as a VOD on YouTube later, see what you can do about coming and hanging out with myself and the rest of this awesome community. When we go live at 6 o'clock a.m. CST to do these news segments, we begin our streams off every single day with video gaming news. Also consider hitting that like and subscribe button if you're enjoying the content, and maybe leave me a comment so we can discuss some of this stuff, okay? Other than that, just stay healthy, stay safe, be kind. And you guys just have a great rest of your day. And we'll see you for tomorrow's edition of Video Gaming News. All right?